Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to make this lovely trendy V neckline bubu. This bubu has V neckline in front and a deeper V neckline at the back. At the back, it has a lovely bow and a strap holding the neckline area from one side to the other. Can you see the strap on the neckline area? And in front here, I have a patched pocket and two inner side pockets. This is beautiful, very simple to make. I know that this is something you'll like to learn. Make sure to keep watching till the end. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. Thank you, and let's get right into the video. So I have my fabric folded on the table already, and I folded into four. We're going to be drafting the front and back together. So I'll be using this miniature size paper to show us how to fold our fabric. So let's assume that this is 3 yards of fabric right now. So that's why I went ahead to label it 1 yard, 2 yards, and 3 yards. And then in length, I have 60 inches, okay? So let's also label this side to indicate that this is 60 inches this way, okay? So 60 inches is the length of the fabric. So now the next thing I'm going to do, or the first thing I'm going to do, is to fold to achieve the width first. Can you see? So I folded into 2 equal parts. So I folded 3 yards into 2 equal parts, and then this is into 2. So next I'm going to fold now into 4. I'll fold again into 4. So can you see? It's now folded into 4. So the part where I have the opening, the part that can be opened, is going to serve as the side front and the side back, while the part that is not open, that's the part that is completely folded, is going to serve as our center front and center center back, okay? And then now in length, I have 60 inches, which is the full length of my fabric. So the fabric I'm working with is a crepe fabric, and it is 60 inches in length. So that's just the simple way to fold your fabric. So having folded my fabric, the first thing I'm going to do now is to mark the starting line, which is the shoulder line. Having marked the shoulder line, next I'm going to mark the neck width of 3 inches. So from the center front, I marked the neck width of 3 inches. Then still on the shoulder line, I'll mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. And from that 8 inches, I'll go ahead and measure my desired sleeve length. So from the 8 inches mark, which is my half of my shoulder measurement, I'm measuring my desired sleeve length, which is 13 inches, plus my hemming allowance of 2 inches. Okay, so at this point I came down by 1.5 inches for the shoulder slant. So this sleeve is going to get to the elbow, so that's why I marked by 13 inches. From my shoulder to elbow length is 13 inches. Okay, so having done that, from this shoulder slant now, I'll come down by 10 inches for my sleeve opening. So I'm using a sleeve opening of 10 inches. So I'll go ahead and use my straight ruler to connect from the 10 inches mark I made to the shoulder slant. So now that this is done, at this point, where I have my sleeve opening, I'll go in by 2.5 inches. Okay, so after going in by 2.5 inches, the next thing to do now is to measure what I have from the sleeve opening, where I went in by 2.5 inches, to the folded part of my fabric, which is the center front, and I have 19.5 inches. I'm going to mark that 19.5 inches all the way down. So I'll mark it all the way down to the hem of the outfit, and then I'll connect with a straight line. As you can see, I've connected with a straight line. So the next thing I'm going to do is to mark the pockets, the 2 side pockets. So from the shoulder line here, I'll come down by 18 inches and make a mark there. So from that 18 inches, I'll come down by 7 inches. So this 7 inches is going to be our pocket opening. So I'll go ahead and just draw out the pockets this way. So this pocket is cut together with the bubu, okay? You can see, so I just marked it out. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to mark the neck depth. So for the front neck depth, I'm using a neck depth of 7.5 inches and then a neck width of 3 inches, like I already said. So I'll go ahead and use my straight ruler to connect the V neckline. So the front neck depth, I'm using 7.5. So this totally depends on you, okay, what you are comfortable wearing. And then for the back neckline, I'm using a neck depth of 9 inches. So for the front, I use 7.5. The back is deeper. I used 9 inches as my neck depth at the back. Next, I'm going to mark ½ inch above the shoulder slant. This half inch is my seam allowance for joining the front and back together. That's for joining the shoulders together. So I just went up by half inch. And then here at the underarm, at this point where it's sharp, just create a curved shape there. So you don't want to leave it sharp there. Just make sure that it is curved, okay? So because we are not sharp. So next I'll go ahead and cut it out. So this is me taking out the shoulder slant. Then I'm just going to follow the shape I have here and cut it out. Okay, so after cutting out the side, now it's time to cut the neckline. So I'll be cutting the front neckline first, since the front neckline is higher than the back. So I've cut out the front neckline, then I'll separate the front from the back so that we can now cut the back neckline. Can you see I removed one piece? So I'll go ahead now and cut the back neckline. So this one we're cutting now is going to serve as our back piece. Okay, so after cutting that out, so I'm going to measure what I cut out there, because this will determine the width of the strap we're going to have on the neckline at the back. So remember, my neck width is 3 inches. That's what I use. So it's very simple. Is that 3 inches? Okay. So because that strap is going to be the measurement we cut out from there. So right now from the shoulder line, I came down by 3/4 of an inch and I notched that point. So that's where I'm going to have my strap. So I just came down by 3/4 of an inch and I notched that point. So the next thing now we're going to do is to cut the facing, the front and back facing, and I'm using my leftover fabric to cut out the facing. Okay, so I'm starting with the back first. So for the facing, you just go ahead and cut exactly what you have on the neckline here. And then there's really no measurement to the facing. Just go ahead and give it whatever shape you want to give it, okay? So I prefer it being curved like this. So this is what my front facing looks like. Sorry, my back facing. So I'll go ahead and cut the front facing still from my leftover fabric. So exactly the same way I cut the back, that's what I'm going to be doing for the front as well. I also went ahead to cut the fabric we're going to be using for our patch pocket. So I used my Ankara fabric. So here the length of the pocket I cut is 13 inches in length, and in width it is 10.5 inches, and I folded half inch on both sides of the width, and then on the length part I folded half inch at the down part, and then the upper part, which is going to serve as the pocket opening, I folded half inch, and then I folded 1 inch again. Okay, and then this is the fabric we're going to be using for the strap at the back, and then this is the one we're going to be using for the bow at the back as well. On fold, this fabric is 15 inches on fold, and then in length it is 13 inches. So this is how big I want it to be. So this other fabric is going to serve as the tie for the bow. I'll be using this to tie the bow. In width, this is 2.5, and then in length it is 30 inches. Okay, so when you place it on fold, it's going to be 15 inches. So for the pocket, I'm going to hem the upper part of the pocket, the part where I folded twice. That's the part where is going to be the pocket opening. Okay, so I'm going to hem it first, and then I'll go ahead and top stitch this pocket slantly. Can you see how I placed it on the front piece? This is the front piece of our bubu, and I placed this slantly. Okay, so you just want to slant this. It's just a stylish patch pocket. So I'll go ahead and then stitch this pocket round on 3 sides. Okay, and leaving the opening, leaving the opening, that's leaving the upper part open, so that that's where the hand can go in from. So here it is. Can you see how I put my hand into it? And that's it. So now I have gone ahead to join the shoulders of the front and back piece together. So I joined only the fabric, and I joined the facing separate. Okay, so I joined the fabric separately, and I joined the main and the facing also separately. So now this is the strap we're going to have at the back. So after stitching the strap, I made sure to iron the joining of the strap, that's to the middle. I ironed it to the center, so that when it is on the body you can't see the joining. Let the part that has the joining be on the body itself. I hope you understand that. So right now, I want to create the slanted shape we have on the neckline. You know our neckline is a V neckline and this strap is straight. So if we fix it straight, it will not sit well. So can you see how I placed it underneath the neckline? So I'll go ahead and measure the neck width of that 3 inches plus half inch, so that's 3.5. So I'll place it to create the slanted shape I have on the neckline. So can you see I've cut out the excess? So this is it on the table. Can you see that the upper part is a bit wider than the down part? So you want to make sure that it follows the V shape of the neckline so that it sits very well. Okay, so I haven't done that. The next thing I'm going to do is to pin this strap to the point where we notched. That point where I notched initially. Remember, I came down by 3/4 of an inch and notched that point. That's the point where we're going to have our strap sitting. Okay, so as you can see, I have pinned the strap, and this is just to verify that it's sitting well. So once you're sure that your strap is sitting well, the next thing to do is to take off one side of the strap. Can you see I've taken off one side of the strap? You cannot stitch your face into this outfit with the strap on the two sides. So this is it, okay? So I'll pin the facing to the neckline, and then I'll take this to my sewing machine and stitch it. So you want to make sure that the shoulders are aligned, the shoulder joining on the facing and the shoulder joining on the main fabric. Make sure they are aligned. Once they are aligned, your V neckline will align very well. So I'll take this to my sewing machine and stitch around the neckline and leave an opening around that place where I notched on the other side, where the other side of the strap is supposed to go in. Okay, so I'll start stitching from one side, stitch round on half inch, and then leave a space of about 2 inches around the part where the other side of the strap is going to come out from. Okay, so I'll leave that space of 2 inches. So I'll go stitch this and then come back and show us what we have. So I'm done stitching the facing and I left the opening I talked about. So it's time for us to place the other side of the strap into the opening. Okay, so I'll hold it this way and then place it right side facing right side. Can you see what I'm doing? So I haven't inserted it into the opening. You want to make sure that it aligns with the notch I already created. This is so that you don't have one side of the strap up and then the other side down. You want it very aligned, okay? So I haven't inserted it. I went ahead to pin it. I'll be stitching on that point to close it up. So this is me going ahead to notch the V neckline. You want to make sure to use a very sharp scissors so that your V neckline will come out well. So don't mistakenly cut your seam line, okay? All you need to do is just to cut your seam allowance. So I haven't done that. The next thing I'm doing now is to press my facing. You can see I've turned it to the wrong side, so I'm going ahead to press it to make sure that it sits very well. After pressing, I went ahead to place my hemming gum in between. And you see, I placed hemming gum in between the facing and the main fabric, and this is to keep the facing in place so that you don't have the facing coming out on the right side of the outfit. So right now we're done with that. The next thing to do is to shape this outfit on 1 inch all the way down. After hemming the sleeve opening, I'll also hem the down part and then shape on 1 inch, leaving my pocket opening. So you can see what I have here. I shaped it all the way down and I've also hemmed the down part. So when stitching on the side, you stitch from the sleeve opening. When you get to the pocket, you just follow the curve of the pocket, leaving the opening where the hand can go in from. So this is our bow. So you can see I have ironed the bow. I ironed paper stay to this bow just to give it a bit of stability. The fabric I'm using is pure cotton, and so this is, you can see how it's standing already. So I ironed paper stay to the fabric, and this is it. So you can make your bow look like this. You can make it look like this. You can place the tie underneath, or you can also use the tie to tie around the bow, which is what I'm going to do. You see, so this totally depends on your preference, whether you want to tie the tie around around the bow or you just want to place it under. So as you can see, for me, I tied it on top of it. I tied it round it, and this is what our bow looks like. It is really beautiful. I'm going to place this bow the back V neckline, just below the V neckline like this. And then I'm going to hand tack with my needle and thread. So I'll tack it with my needle and thread. After tacking it, I will show us the outcome. As you can see already, I have pressed the outfit. I've ironed it very neatly. So I'll wear it for us to see what it looks like. So if you have watched this video up until now and you haven't subscribed, please and please, what are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe button to subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so that you get a notification every time I upload a new video. Thank you for watching. Thank you. So this is what the outfit looks like on me. Can you see how beautiful it turned out? I love the outcome. It fits perfectly and I hope you love it too. Thank you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.